Back here at home, funeral services are also being held this weekend for a Kleberg County deputy. 68-year-old James Thompson passed away on Christmas Eve in Kingsville. He was born in November of 1951 in Vicksburg, Mississippi, and worked in the Reserves Sheriff's Department for 8 years. No word yet on how he passed, but we're told he was with the Kleberg County Sheriff's Department for 22 years. Visitation will be held tomorrow from 5 to 8 in the evening at Turcotte Piper Mortuary. Funeral services will be on Saturday at 10 in the morning at the same location. Our thoughts and prayers go to him and his family tonight.